Welcome, everybody. Thank you so much for coming. And we're going to start as we always do, just connecting with focusing really on our mighty I Am presence. And through that great presence of God within us and above us, we send that love and gratitude to our beloved earth. So we're going to start with that. Let's take some slow, deep breaths to get into that peaceful, receptive state. So we breathe in slowly and deeply. We hold our breath. We breathe out. And then we hold our breath. Let's do that for a few more breaths. Now let's listen for our heartbeat. Our heartbeat, which is a pulse of light coming down through the silver cord from our mighty I Am presence, anchoring in our heart, giving us life. Let's just see and feel and bless that heartbeat. That heartbeat that anchors into that beautiful threefold flame, which is the anchorage of our mighty I Am presence within our physical bodies. Let's just connect with that beautiful flame as we sit in that expanded golden flame in the center, golden yellow flame of wisdom and illumination, perception and discrimination. We see our bodies in this beautiful, dazzling golden flame. To the right, we can see the pink flame, that glorious, dazzling pink flame of pure divine love. And then we see to the left of us that beautiful, expanded flame, that sapphire blue, bringing into us the feeling of the will, the power, the faith, and the protection from our mighty I Am presence. See and feel and bless this glorious light. Let's take our awareness now up through the top of our head, through the silver cord, to our mighty, beloved I Am presence. Let's see this glorious, all-powerful, all-knowing, all-loving presence smiling down on us. Our wonderful presence of God, I Am. And now we see in the center of our chest a beautiful golden sun forming, dazzling and brilliant like the noonday sun. The beautiful focus of light from our I Am presence. Open our hearts and send love and gratitude to our mighty I Am presence for beating our heart and giving us life. And now we see those rays from our beautiful sun in the center of our chest, dazzling and brilliant, billions and billions of rays, going forth and connecting up with each and every miniature sun in all the cells of our bodies, our four earthly bodies, all those little inner wakas receiving this expanded light. Let's feel the joy, the happiness, and the gratitude of each and every little inner waka of our four earthly bodies. Sense and see and feel that wonderful light saturating our earthly bodies. And now let's just fill our feelings with a feeling of love and gratitude. And let's call to the beloved Ascended Masters. Beloved Ascended Master David Lloyd, the great God of gratitude, to fill us, each one and all mankind, with this feeling, that light substance from the Ascended Master realm of gratitude and love. We see our beautiful suns turning a deep shade of pink with a golden radiance. Gratitude and love for all our many, many blessings. Gratitude and love to the great Ascended Hosts for these marvelous teachings. Gratitude and love for all our loved ones and our friends. Gratitude and love for our homes and our supply. Gratitude and love for all the many, many blessings that we receive daily on our earthly journeys. Gratitude to the great and beloved elemental kingdom, animate and so-called inanimate, the beauty and bounty of nature. God bless, love and thank them, each and every precious one. Gratitude to the beloved angels, and gratitude to all life on our beloved earth. And now we see these rays in this wonderful expanded state, forming a lattice of light, dazzling and brilliant. We see our entire earth folded in this glorious pink and golden light, saturating every part of life on our beloved earth, especially those parts of life that are never loved or thanked, with this wonderful gift, our opportunity of sending love, light, and gratitude to all life. And we just give deep, deep thanks for this. Gosh, it just is so lovely to be able to send that love out with the power of our mighty iron presence. How blessed are we? And I was just thinking, beloved Donna, will you read the opening invocation, if you got the screen there? Donna, are you there, beloved? Maybe she hasn't got her mic there or something. Anyway, I'll say what we'll do. Jenny Kling, are you available to read, beloved?
Yes, I am.
Thank you.
Right. So, opening invocation. Before reading the words of a master, we say together with mics muted, as suggested by beloved Lord Kuthumi. Beloved presence of God, I am. It is thy life and intelligence that enables me to read and comprehend and absorb that which is required of me. For life, I am so grateful. Beloved Master Kuthumi, I ask for your feeling and your capacity to use the instruction for God's glory and mankind's comfort. We thank you. And now, great I am presence, take me within thyself. There instruct me and cause me to retain the full memory of these inner instructions. Thank you. From beloved Saint Germain.
Marvelous. We had a really clear internet. That was really wonderful. Thanks, beloved Jen. All right, so we've got Gary's going to read this time. He's pre-recorded it, and just pearls of wisdom from the great divine director. Just something, we just always feel we need to hear it over and over till we've really become the master. I guess when we are, we'll be ascended. But anyway, just marvelous from him, and thanks to beloved Gary. And then we're going to have the importance of the balance between the scepter and the crown by beloved Saint Germain. It's just a short one, but it's a lovely one and a good thing for us to understand more. And then presenting our annual harvest to the Lord of the world by beloved Saint Germain, because we know at the moment the Shambhala retreat is open, and it is a time where every elemental, every beloved angel, and every soul evolving on this beloved earth takes their harvest or their gifts, whatever they've, they're sort of, whatever they've done through the year, and present it to the beloved Lord of the world in the higher realm. So that's just a lovely thing to understand more about. And then we're going to continue with God of Gratitude, beloved David Lloyd, finishing off. And then beloved Antoinette will take us through our decrees. As we know, it's just such a wonderful opportunity for us all. So now we're going to listen to Gary reading the Great Divine Director.
The beloved Great Divine Director. I Am Discourses, Volume 8, Discourse 8. Mr. Ballard. Beloved ones, you might think this is just an enjoyable evening in which we meet together. But in the activity of the light, there is always a deeper underlying cause. For the outer desires are often used to bring about the blessings which are to be given. A threefold activity will take place for each one here. While the Divine Director is dictating and doing his work, which he has already begun, Shananda and our beloved Nada will also do a certain work which is not necessary to mention. The Divine Director. Beloved children of the light, when I say those words tonight, I give them a fuller and deeper quality than is ordinarily understood. These hearts present, who are reaching out so earnestly and with such determination for freedom in every way, must find the time and the association within that which is required to be given, might have no interference in any way. You must remember, beloved ones, in your feeling world there is the consumer and the decreer of what you and your world shall be. The unhappy part is that through the accumulation in the feeling world of mankind, obstruction was constantly charged forth to interfere with the various achievements, whatever they might be. Once you understand, in your call to the presence, you must take your outer conscious effort to self-control by governing the feeling, then you will quickly have the power of the presence flowing through for any given purpose or accomplishment. It is not sufficient to continue to call to the presence without an earnest, sincere effort to control your feeling from the outer point. That is where many students have found difficulty and realize they must make a certain effort upon their own part at self-control in order to give the powerful qualification and cooperate with the power of the pure energy of the presence flowing forth. You will find from tonight, as this is anchored clearly in your consciousness and feeling world, that every impulse which would produce discord, you will be able to silence instantly and stop its action from the outer standpoint, because you will know you are the decreer for your world and what shall act through your feeling. Even though there is still some accumulation in the feeling world, there is no reason why it should longer govern you. Fortunately, there have been many in your beloved city and your surrounding places who have been strong enough to refuse to listen to gossip, and I mean by that all things which are less than the perfection of the presence, because after all, everything else is but gossip. That is perhaps a gentle term to use, but nevertheless, only as individuals see it is not a personal thing can they free themselves. It does not matter what the condition of your appearance world is. It is not a matter of individuals or personalities. It is but a force acting through them, of which either they are unaware or they have something in their feeling world which makes them an easy instrument for its use. The simple, very simple requirement to allow the presence to act is the reason why so many people fail to quickly grasp it. The human always tries to make things complicated because of its lack of understanding. When the individual realizes there is only one simple thing necessary, and that it is to allow the pure energy to flow forth, to fill his or her mind, body, world, and activity, then his or her calls are fulfilled quickly. Then each one will know to call the presence into action and make the conscious effort to control the feeling. will enable this to be quickly done, to produce the perfection he or she requires. As long as people listen to discordant things and destructive experiences, they will have them in their worlds. Out of the vast number of students in your city, there are but a few, very few, who are strong enough, just from the power of the radiation, to repel and refuse acceptance or allow to register in their feeling world a destructive quality or experience to which they may be listening. That is where the danger point lies for the students today, because if they momentarily listen, they are allowing to register, unknowingly, in their feeling worlds, the quality upon which their attention rests. That is why we have pled with the students, through the messengers, not to listen to gossip or allow it in your world.
There we have it. So that's anything. So if we do hear it, we know we just immediately call to our I am presence to send the light, because that's really our part, isn't it? Because it's, as we know, it's just energy acting through somebody. So such marvelous words, and just something for us always to keep in mind. So now we're going to listen to this from the beloved Saint Germain. This is an address by beloved Saint Germain from the British Freedom Material, The Vital Importance of Balance. I am the Spirit of Freedom. I bring to you tonight a remembrance that you are freeborn. You are freeborn out of the bosom of the eternal God, invested with the same immortal flame of life by which every God intelligence has manifested perfection. Within your hearts is the flame by which the archangels soar out of the sphere of this earth into the realms of the sun, behind the sun. Within your hearts is the flame by which the great Elohim of creation used the faculties of thought and feeling to bring an idea and vision into a manifest universe. Within your hearts is the flame which beloved Helios and Vesta and every sun, god and goddess in the universe have used to create and sustain their solar system. You are born free in the use of immortal life and light, in the use of the faculties of thought and feeling, and with the capacity to walk the ways of the human or the ways of the angels. I would like to show you the balance between the scepter and the crown, which are the activities of the Magi of the seventh age. These are the activities of the priests and priestesses of the house of Zadkiel, which must be comprehended and understood by the heart of freedom in order to balance your invocative powers with the expansion of your consciousness. For your initial lesson, the scepter is a symbol of the power of invocation. It is the symbol of the rod which beloved Sanat Kumara holds. Its power keeps all souls in the seven spheres around the earth, so they do not fly into space. It is the symbol of the rod of Aaron. It is the symbol of the rod of power. Within yourself, this scepter is the power of your invocations. The concentration of your mental, emotional, and physical energies through invocation draws down the subtle energy of the higher spheres, and they are charged into the earth. The scepter, placed within the crown, represents the combining of the two activities which must take place if perfection is to be manifested on the earth. During the time of Lemuria, the priests were forewarned about the coming of the laggards from other systems. Consequently, they concentrated on the power of invocation and decree in order to purify the atmosphere and to create and sustain a shell of light. They became involved in human maya, so then the receiving consciousness was neglected. Therefore, there was an unbalance of the directive masculine activity with the receptive consciousness of the feminine aspect, which would hold the balance, and the light of their I am presence and the spiritual hierarchy were shut out. If the priesthood had kept open the contemplative power of the feminine energy, the continent would not have sunk. The same for Atlantis. The same earnest and sincere individuals re-embodied on Atlantis and endeavoring to bring forth the cosmic activity of invocation and contemplation. I was one of those individuals, and some of you were also. The power of invocation did much to dispel the human creations brought forth from Lemuria, but once again the priesthood forgot about the balance of the masculine and feminine energy. The power of the scepter is worthless unless there is a receptacle into which the concentrated energy may be released, transubstantiated and prepared for dissemination to humankind. The crown is symbolic of the Eastern Hemisphere and the enjoyment of samadhi. Included in the power of the crown is the power of application, reverence, and receptive listening. When you combine these two powers, the errors of the past civilizations will not be repeated. Nice music. I made that years ago, so I think when I look at it now, I'll be able to do a better one. Anyway, so beloved Terry, thank you so much. We've got presenting our annual gifts to the Lord of the world. Just so lovely. And I just wanted to say this again. I know we did it last week, but it's really good because there might be people that on here that weren't on last week. But the beloved Mahachahan says, during the 7-week period, he says, as the season is most advantageous for our spiritual harvest, we press into the 7-week period all the light that the cosmic law will allow by the upreaching of mankind's thought and feeling to the octave of celestial giving. Therefore, the intensification of the calls and invocations of the students at this time doubles and trebles our opportunities to give. Just so lovely. And as we know that when we read last week, the whole atmosphere is just filled with that stardust. They said there's 9-pointed stars, just saturates all life. So lovely. So we need to take every advantage of that and make our calls and sit in that quiet space and accept it all. So, whoops, here we go. Thank you, beloved Terry.
Thank you. That was lovely. Thank you. Presenting our annual gifts to the world, a visit to Shambhala. This is an address by the Ascended Master Saint Germain. Once each year, at the close of the 12-month cycle, we are given a month of release and relief from the service in the world of form. Those of us who represent the great spiritual hierarchy, those of us, angels, masters, devas, and powers of light, who have worked with mankind and the elemental kingdom upon this planet Earth, are given invitation to return to Shambhala. And there, for 30 days, we bask in the radiation of the Lord of the world, who has been the mighty King of Kings, the beloved Ancient of Days, beloved Sanat Kumara, whom we love and adore, even as you yourselves. Twofold is the reason for our return to Shambhala. We bring with us the report of all that we have done in the world of form, of all that our chelas have done, and all that our retreats and the activities of our ray have accomplished. We also receive there renewed strength, renewed energy, renewed vitality of a spiritual nature from the beloved Lord of the world himself, which we take with us and which forms a great momentum of energy for the next 12-month cycle. As the great city of the bridge opens its doors to the masters and angels of light, it is a magnificent sight indeed. You have had it described to you many times before, and yet, if you will come with me now, we will enter into the heart of Shambhala so that you may enjoy the vibration that is there. You remember it was builded through the self-conscious effort of a few individuals from the heart of Venus, who lived upon that bright star and loved Sanat Kumara and beloved Venus so much that they did not wish him to descend into the darkness of earth's shadows without a fit dwelling place where he might abide in the grace and purity that he knew at home. These blessed people, unascended life streams, mind, belonging to the evolution of Venus, offered to Sanat Kumara and the cosmic law their lives that they might come and through the ordinary means of birth, through human bodies, attain their maturity and create out of the substance the energy and activities of the physical world, a duplicate, a replica of the spiritual city in which Sanat Kumara dwelt and from which he ruled his star, Venus. Beloved ones, think for a moment about that. Think of these individuals who are not too unlike yourselves. They were individuals who had only consciousness, and into that consciousness, they had to imprint the memory of the city of Shambhala on Venus. They had to submit to the bonds of forgetfulness and pass through the bodies of earth people unto a star that was so filled with psychic and astral creations that the sun of the system had decided to dissolve it. They had to grow in the homes and families of individuals whose light certainly was not great. If it had been, Sanat Kumara need not have come. These individuals were not precipitated miraculously on the shores of the Gobi Sea. They were born, as many of you, in different countries parted by large bodies of water from the Gobi Sea and the site of Shambhala. As they grew up, there again stirred within their minds the memories of a shining city, and some, like yourselves, found very little sympathy within the confines of their immediate family. They set out following their heart's promptings across seas and land until finally a band gathered together around the mainland close to the Gobi Sea. There the strongest among them brought forth a vision of this great city, and it was confirmed in the hearts of the others, even as my vision was confirmed in your hearts when you heard of the freedom flame and the new day. Something within your heart stirred. You came from across the seas, many of you, and you came from all different portions of this great country. And when you came together, you had only one thing in common, an inner memory of a vision of a friend who had sent you here with the people to establish a freedom star. And so these men and women around the Gobi Sea gathered, and they thought they would build this magnificent city, White Island, and they began. They endeavored to draw out of their own consciousness the memory of it, the beautiful street laid out in the form of the oval. They planted their trees. They began to build the great bridge connecting the mainland with the White Island. And what happened to them? More than once, in a long period of 900 years, they were completely wiped out to a man by hordes of savages, by those men and women on the earth who had no light. They came again, and in new bodies, and brushed the very rubble aside, replanted their streets, and began to lay their streets anew, to put the blocks back together on the foundation for the magnificent temples. Toward the end, they knew the time had come, for the great Lemurian pole star signified the cosmic moment, and ready or not, temple or not, Sanat Kumara was due to stand in the atmosphere and then descend upon this planet, Earth. Happy they were then that they had endured, that they were constant for 900 years. Does 18 seem so long? 900 years is a long time to be faithful to a vision. Oh, lovely ones, as you look back over the pages of history, all of the mysteries are clouded with visions of angels and great mystic manifestations, but they never happened thus. They happened always in a natural, normal manner, as they happen now today. When I walked into Bethlehem with the beloved Mary, knowing full well her time was come, no mighty angel with sword of flame opened the door of the inn. I walked unknown, seeking shelter for another unknown life stream. 2,000 years later, it is clothed in mystery and glory, but I assure you, in those days, we were just individuals like yourselves, with doubt, with fears, with uncertainty. And so it was with the building of Shambhala. One day then, that faithful few were rewarded. One day the flashing star of Sanat Kumara was visible to the inner sight of the priests of that group. One day, descending within the glory of the city of the bridge, within the glorious golden dome temple, there stood Sanat Kumara, the Ancient of Days. With him, the great Kumaras and all those powers of light that have sustained the planet until this present day.
Oh, wow. Thank you so much, beloved Terry. Just such a stirring thought. But as we know now, our beloved Sanat Kumara is regent to the earth, and the Lord of the world is the great beloved Lord Gautama, who was the one ready, and beloved Lord Maitreya took over his place as a planetary Buddha. Oh, anyway, thank you so much. That's just lovely. And now, before we've got, I know we're going to say, we've got the gems, and we're going to say our decree for the ones that have left the earth, but then we've got a lovely one about the animals. It's about the donkeys, and it's just so lovely. And I always like to think about the donkeys, because as we know, they were the ones that Mary rode on with Joseph. All right, so we're going to, let me just change the share here. So now this is the gem, and it just follows on from what beloved the great divine director was saying, and it is from the goddess of light, but she just says it in a way also which is just so brilliant, and just I always feel that we just can be reminded over and over of this. So she says to us, I would like to remind you that you cannot focus on something destructive without drawing it into your world. If you focus on a person's illness and not on their healing and perfect health, you will energize the illness in the person, and furthermore, charge your world with the same vibrations. If you focus on the perverse side of a human being or condition, you feed this destructive condition in the person and still charge yourselves with the same qualities. For the law is impartial and fair, and whatever your focus, you attract the same into your world. Therefore, do not play with the law, because energy acts in the same way for everyone, whether good or bad people. Precious ones, why am I stressing it? Because many of you may face limitations in the body or in the financial field or in family or social relationships. And no matter the reason for these limitations, I mean, whether it was created in the present or in the past incarnation, you will not be able to overcome it if you do not keep your feelings and thoughts in the perfection you want to establish in all these areas of your life. You have a habit of criticizing, and most of the time you are so conditioned that you are not aware of it. But I tell you, consciously or not, the law works. And if you don't change your habits, unfortunately, you won't be able to build a new momentum in the opposite direction to overcome these issues. Habits are crystallized thought forms. It all starts with an idea on the mental plane. But by putting your constant attention on it, you carry this idea of power. And when it becomes strong, it transforms into a thought form with a certain shape and color that pressures you to always act in that same way. Therefore, my beloved children, be more alert. And when I say alert, it means alert about yourselves, alert about everything that is going on in your mind, heart, and world. Just marvelous words from the beloved Goddess of Light. God bless you, beloved Goddess of Light. Wow. Okay, so now we're going to say our decree for our brothers and sisters that have left their physical bodies. And so we say together, beloved presence of God, I am in me, and beloved immortal threefold flame of eternal truth within my heart, and beloved Saint Germain. While my body sleeps this night, let all the constructive energy of my entire life stream, including that in my causal body, be used to render whatever service is needed in the violet flame temples established in the psychic and astral realms to draw the full gathered cosmic momentum of the violet purifying flame of divine love and compassion through every discarnate life stream there. Let all the souls who dwell in those realms be drawn into those purifying temples of mercy and compassion, and there have the accumulated, destructively qualified energies of their life streams purified and transmuted, so that when they are summoned for re-embodiment by the lords of karma, they bring into incarnation only a heritage of perfection and carry in their life streams no miscreations that would add to their own or the world's distress. We accept this done now with full cosmic power, and so be it, beloved I am. We thank you and thank you for our opportunity to make this call to help everyone. Okay, here's the donkeys. I hope you enjoy it.
You are so cute.
You are my sunshine, my only sunshine. You make me happy when skies are gray. You are my sunshine, my only sunshine.
I started working with donkeys because I love animals. And when I met my first donkey, I fell in love with their kind heart. I do affirmations for the donkeys every day. I pet them and I hug them and I talk to them. I say, hey, you are smart, you are so strong, you are independent, and I love you. Okay. Although when they arrived to Longhopes, they had never been around a human before. And so those donkeys are afraid.
You want to come out here and say hi? Come on! Yeah?
Our organization has been rescuing donkeys for 24 years. The reason Longhopes started rescuing donkeys is because donkeys were being discarded and unfortunately slaughtered.
Oh, what a good kick. What you do with that? Hey, you have no teeth.
Even though their past isn't so great, they have this ability to give you another chance. We have 56 donkeys now. And so every day I pick one. So everybody gets affirmations. And I just say little sentences. Sometimes they're the same, sometimes they are specific to what I think they're going through. We provide a permanent safety net. Donkeys are pretty incredible. They are so willing to give unconditional love, asking nothing in return. There's no better reward than their happiness.
You are my sunshine, my only sunshine. You make me happy when skies are gray.
As soon as Dean goes into to the pasture, something magical happens. He just sits down, starts singing, and all of a sudden a whole herd of donkeys surrounds him.
Country road, take me home to the place where I belong.
Don and Dean have been caring for rescue donkeys for years now. But Dean's heartfelt serenades are the sweetest medicine. It all started when a rescue named Mr. Dunkers found his forever home at the farm. He was such a character, making them laugh all the time. So they gave a try to 7 more donkeys. But when the first foal arrived on the farm, it was a whole nother level. Dean thought, well, a baby might enjoy.
I don't know what's happened. I'm not sure if you're getting the same as me, but I'm not getting a good sound coming through there, which is a shame. But anyway, I'm sure you got the feel of it there. Hopefully you did. And I think maybe it was when I downloaded because the internet wasn't so good. But anyway, sorry about that, everybody. But there are the donkeys. And I love the way he sings and they all come crowding around. It's just too precious for words. Anyway, so now we're going to say our decree. And I hope you can hear me nicely and I'm not getting sort of patchy like that. But anyway, we say our decree together. Beloved, I am presence of all mankind. Charge your mighty light of mercy and compassion to flow through us all and bring comfort to the animal kingdom. May each human being remember and accept their responsibility as guardians and protectors of this planet's pure and innocent life, until all is set free and their divine plans fulfilled. We so decree it and so be it. In God's most holy name, I am. We accept it done and we thank you. Thank you, thank you. But I'm going to read from David Lloyd, carrying on from last week. It's also wonderful, actually. The second half, I mean, they're always good. Let's just get here. So, beloved David Lloyd, and as we know, he is the great God of gratitude, and he his focus is over in Australia, over Kosiku, serves on the third ray, and he says one hears much today about the pollution of the elements which mankind has caused, and he hears of the various programs which are planned to keep him from literally smothering himself and other kingdoms abiding on the earth. This is causing considerable concern to your various officials at all levels of government and to the populace itself, and rightly so. Everyone walking upon the surface of the earth is in some manner responsible for the misuse of the elements. This applies to all who have used the earth as a schoolroom. It is up to you, the Chelas, to use the sacred fire for the purification of the elements, to restore them to their pristine beauty and purity, the perfection which they once expressed, and permit them to again function as the creator of us, also designed. So they designed it. Sorry, bad reading there. Good calls would not be amiss for the God illumination of those dedicated live streams who are endeavoring to find ways and means of remedying the outer distressing conditions, particularly in the large urban centers. However, as you know, there is no separation in life. And while expressing in an alarming manner in the metropolitan centers, that impure radiation flows to all sections of this planet. It is your personal responsibility, by reason of your privileged association with the spiritual hierarchy, to go into action in this service. May I suggest that you invoke the assistance of beloved Paul, the Mahachohan, who also serves with the elemental kingdom in magnificent capacity. I know that this glorious being, who is such a magnificent expression of beauty in his service to life, would appreciate the added energy of your calls in this particular time in the Earth's evolution. Show him that you love him and the holy essence of the breath which he releases to you. Should you care to turn your attention to my humble self, please know that I shall eagerly await the release of your energy as you qualify it with loving gratitude, and I shall take that harmonious energy and place it in the flame of gratitude at the holy mountain of Kosciuszko. Oh, forget exactly how to pronounce this. Anyway, we must love the elements free from the imposed impure substance which they are wearing, all of which is the result of man's disobedience to the law of love. That love, which is a constant radiation from the heart of God, enfolding you in the loving gratitude of my being. I am David Lloyd, the God of gratitude. So there we have it. Again, it points out the great importance of actually naming these beloved great ones to assist. I know that our I am presence, when we say, and all those ministering to that particular flame, will call them, but I think it's just that much more powerful. I remember reading one time that they say, when you know the name of somebody, it's that much easier to call them. And so it is with the beloved ascended ones. And also, as we know, they are specialists. So they specialize in particular things, and therefore it's good for us to know who to call. It's not like us down here, we don't want to call the plumber when we need an electrician, etc. So now we're going to listen to, and we do play this in our morning services. It's just lovely. I always think it just opens our heart, and it's a lovely song. Thank you for everything that I have. And really, if we can get into that deep feeling of gratitude, it's a wonderful, wonderful thing. Send it out to the world.
In the morning, I thank you for the breath that I have, the new strength, the good hope, your light on my path. In the morning, I thank you for the life that I have, the blessing, the family, the roof of my head. In the morning, I thank you for everything that I have. Thank you, Lord, thank you. You are kind and good to me. Thank you, Lord, thank you. Thank you for everything that I have. In the evening, I thank you for all the things of this day. The sunshine, the moonshine, they shine on my path. In the evening, I thank you for the love that I have. The blessing is so amazing, it covers my heart. In the evening, I thank you for everything that I have. Thank you, Lord, thank you. You are kind and good to me. Thank you, Lord, thank you.
Lovely. It always just makes me feel very grateful when I sing that song. I just do love it. Beloved Antoinette, thank you so much. You'll take over now.
Thank you, thank you, thank you. And as Anthea reminded us at the beginning of this time together, that these are the 7 holy weeks, and that all our energy and that gratitude that we've just sent out now is doubled and trebled so that it can be used for the benefit of all life on this earth. So with that feeling of gratitude, we give all love, power, and authority to our beloved I Am Present as we make these calls for the purification of our earth and the freedom of all life on her. We say together, Mighty I Am Presence, great host of ascended masters, archangels and Elohim, cosmic beings and great cosmic light, come forth now in all your cosmic power. Withdraw and withhold all power from destructive forces and individuals with destructive intent throughout the world right now and forever, whether it is conscious or unconscious. Expose, seize, bind, and render helpless all these sinister forces and their activities until the light has removed them completely, and illumine the source so this may never act again, and raise up to positions of power the divinely chosen leaders. Replace all with ascended master consciousness and the divine plan fulfilled. We thank you. Our decree for protection. Beloved mighty I Am Presence, beloved Archangel Michael, and beloved Commander Conrad, continually intensify your protective pillar of pure light substance and Archangel Michael's armor of light through and around me. Charge with your invincible protection, all powerful and impenetrable. I am invisible. I am invincible. I am invulnerable to anything but thy almighty perfection. I am grateful that we are given whatever added protection is needed. And what we ask for ourselves, we ask for our loved ones, and that which is constructive in all mankind and the world. Thank you. We just take a moment to see and visualize this mighty pillar of protective light, blue and crystal pillar, impenetrable, surrounding each and every one of us, around our loved ones, our friends and families, this group gathered together every Monday, and all those across the face of the earth standing up for truth, justice, and freedom for all life on this earth. God bless, direct, perfect, and protect us, each and every one. Our violet fire decree. Mighty I Am Presence, beloved Saint Germain, and those that minister to the violet flame, come forth now and blaze your cosmic violet fire and cause a mighty victory for all the world to see. I am the law of forgiveness in cosmic action now. I am the victory of the sacred fire in all its cosmic power. Mighty angels descend with your purple wands of fire and strike them into the center of every place where there has been a history of sinister force activity. Transmute and consume it all, cause, call, record, effect, and memory, and set it all free from that which was never meant to be. Replace it all with ascended master consciousness and the divine plan fulfilled. We thank you. I decree for the elementals, I am the light of God that never fails, purifying, loving, thanking, and blessing the great directors of the elemental kingdom and every beloved earth, water, air, and fire elemental for your ceaseless service to me and to all mankind. I am the mighty cosmic light, awakening all mankind to the great intelligence of this kingdom. And so be it. Beloved I am, we thank you. In the name of my mighty I am presence, great cosmic beings and great cosmic light, I decree, I am the presence, charging the minds and feelings of everybody in America and the world with Saint Germain's ascended master consciousness and perfection, right now and forever. I am the presence, blessing, illumining, perfecting, and setting all free in service to the light. Beloved cosmic I am presence and great goddess of liberty, direct the cosmic light of liberty as of 1,000 suns into the cause and core of anything attempting to delay the divine plan of the great white brotherhood for the earth's eternal freedom and release us from all tyranny here and now. We thank you. Our decree for divine justice. I am the most intensified cosmic action of the flame of divine justice blazing throughout the world, right now and forever. I am the law. I am justice. I am the judge. I am the jury. Knowing that I am all powerful, then I know that only divine justice can be done everywhere, here and now. Beloved Lady Portia, ensure divine justice prevails throughout the world, right now and forever. And so be it, and so it is, and it is done. Beloved I am, we thank you. Before we say this next decree, we call to beloved mighty Victory to enfold us in his luminous presence, to fill us with his full feeling of victorious accomplishment. We say together, I am the victory of the light. I am the victory of the light. I am the victory of the light. I am the cosmic flame of victory, which reigns supreme everywhere, right now and forever. We accept these calls answered as they are made, according to thy will, with full cosmic power, maintained and doubled each instant of each hour until fully manifest. And so be it, and so it is, and it is done. Beloved I am, we thank you. We end off as we always do with that mighty focus on the secret love star. We give our full attention to that secret love star, the focus of cosmic divine love from the great central sun, shining in the heavens for this 2,000-year period. And by the power of our beloved I am presence, we say to all human creation, all misqualified thoughts, feelings, and actions, you have no power. Your end has come. And we invoke those pink and golden rays from the secret love star. And we ask that all life on this earth be clothed, bathed in that substance from the secret love star. Pure divine love that pushes out all imperfection, all limitation, all division or disharmony of any kind. Filling all life on this earth, every cell, atom, and electron of our etheric, mental, physical, and emotional bodies with this light. Expanding those feelings of love and adoration, of peace and harmony, of gratitude and reverence for life, of kindness and tolerance, of charity, of grace and goodwill, those feelings of unity, one holy family. Beloved secret love star, make each and every one of us a living sun of pure divine love, mighty radiating centers of divine love in our lives, our homes, our families, our country, wherever our thoughts and feelings are directed. And we just see all those suns of pure divine love lighting up across the face of the earth as our whole earth is ablaze with this gift from the secret love star. We send our eternal love and gratitude to all the beings of light who maintain and sustain this great focus of love. And we give thanks for this opportunity to add our light to these calls. Thank you, thank you. Thank you, everybody.
Marvelous. Thank you, beloved Antoinette. Absolutely wonderful. Just such a lovely thought. Everybody's a star of love from the secret love star. So beautiful. And so now I'm just seeing here. Not sure I'm never quite sure who's got their mics going here, but let's just see. Marcia, have you got a mic there, beloved? I don't know whether you're able to read the closing invocation. Maybe not. All right, then we'll just get John, beloved John. Are you able to? Can you read it for us?
And beloved.
Thank you so much.
Good evening, all. Beloved, I am presence, and beloved Master Kutumi. Nourish the seeds planted in my consciousness, so that the ideas entrusted to me become manifest flowers of perfect expression in my world, in the world of all my fellow men. Beloved presence of God, I am. Pour the light of thy great glory upon my consciousness, and nourish seeds planted by the Masters. We thank you.
Thank you. Thank you so much. Oh, wonderful. So let's just spend a moment just sending out love and gratitude to our mighty high presence and the great ascended ones, all the angels and the elementals for life. Just so, so blessed. Thank you. And there we are, everybody. Thank you so much. We have just got load shedding come on. So luckily I plugged it into a battery I've got here. Let me just stop the recording.